Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to discuss why I get excited over and genuinely love seeing drawings and art from literally anyone and everyone. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the piece you're about to see. So, I recently got a new sketchbook, and I've been trying to work on it strictly in ballpoint pen. And I've been trying to genuinely fill the pages of it, rather than just do a drawing here and there and then leave the rest of the pages empty space, as I'm prone to doing. It's a bad habit, and I'm trying to get out of it. So I love the look of ballpoint sketches, and I adore the feeling of flipping through a well-filled sketchbook. And between those two things, I've been drawing in this one a lot. So, out of the blue, I got the kick to draw some unicorns, and I drew so many unicorns. So many. I did, like, entire studies of, like, different horn options, and I did a whole bunch of unicorn headshots and different, like, breed of horse type things as unicorns, and there were so many unicorns. So, when I drew this piece, initially I fell in love with it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to turn it into something proper or not. I wanted to go through, get the rest of my unicorn creativity out, and then see what else there was to choose from. But I did end up liking this one the best, and I decided to turn it into a proper piece, as you see here. I got really worried about it really fast, though. I hated the way it was turning out for the first half of the painting process. I even considered giving up on it entirely a couple times, but I know that that's a somewhat common occurrence among artists to have that issue like partway through a piece. And I knew that if I just pushed through it until the end, it would probably come out as something that I at least thought was okay. And it turned out to be my favorite piece I've done so far. It's got a feel to it that reminds me a lot of the work of Jan Brett, who wrote and illustrated my favorite book growing up, Fritz and the Beautiful Horses. And maybe that's just because it's a pony-like unicorn in watercolor, but I don't know, it reminds me a lot of her work, and that I kind of look up to her work a lot, and it's a really nice thing to be able to see that in my own work. And I actually had a friend of mine who mentioned that she thought it had a very nostalgic feel to it, and then someone in a group I'm in on Instagram made the comment that it reminded them of something that they remembered from when they were younger, and I find it really interesting that this piece carries that same nostalgic feeling to it for a number of different people from very specific sources for them, but none of them seem to relate to anything at all, or none of them seem to relate to each other at all, excuse me. So the topic at hand. For those who don't know, I get extremely excited whenever anyone shows me art that they've done, even when their art could be considered quote-unquote inferior to my own. And it's not uncommon when this happens for them to say something to the effect of, "Oh, you're so much better than me," though, as if me being better than them means that I shouldn't enjoy what they've done. And first of all, that makes me very sad. But, like, the way I try to be with everything I say, I do genuinely mean it whenever I tell someone that I enjoy their work. And this is in the sense of people who are at or below my level. This is because I don't compare them to anything as far as, like, other people's work or my own work when they show it to me. And the only exception in there is if I know their own work, because if I know their work, then I can compare it to what they've done in past and like draw different conclusions from that. I value a person's art based on the level that they're at, and I always find something in their art that I can compliment them on. I don't really specifically look for anything to compliment them on. Compliments that I make are entirely genuine, and I see things, like, no matter the skill level, I will look at something and I will inevitably find something about it that I like. It might be the colors, it might be a certain section of anatomy, it might be the composition, just there's always going to be something that I enjoy about it. And I do definitely try to make a point of mentioning what it is that I enjoy that I'm seeing in their work, and I like to be in general encouraging to people when they show me their work. And this is because, as a person who believes that being good at anything comes with work and practice, my goal when someone shows me their work is for them to leave the conversation feeling good about what they've done and wanting to create more. And this isn't to say that I don't look critically at their art either. When they're looking for it, I definitely try to make a point of where they can improve, what they can try to make it better, so on and so forth. But I try to keep my encouraging tone and find things that for their level are achievable improvement goals. I'm a person who loves art, and I believe strongly in the benefit and necessity of art, both on the personal level and the societal level. And honestly, I just love seeing other people create and creating things they're proud of. And to me, if I can encourage one person to put more creative energy into the world, then I've made the world that much better of a place. So with this in mind, if any of you would like to show me your work, I would love to see it. I get so excited when people show me their work. I know that showing someone your art, especially if you think that they're better than you, is a scary thing. And honestly, I feel honored when people show me their art because this person trusts me enough to show me this piece of themselves. And I love seeing people's art, guys. Please show me your art. I'm also incredibly curious as to what all of you think of this whole concept. And, do you agree with me? Do you think that I am entirely stupid for thinking this way? I'd like to hear your thoughts. So let me know in the comments what you think of what I've said today, and also I'd like to know how you react to seeing art that could be considered quote-unquote worse than your own. So, as far as voiceover is concerned, that's all I've got for you today. If you're interested in merch of this piece, I have it on my Redbubble, and I'm definitely considering ordering prints for it. I want to look into finding a printer who can also include the metallic details if I can, and I don't know that they'd be able to include the different colors of metallics that I used, but any metallics would be better than none in this case. And so once I do some research into that, I'm definitely going to be looking into ordering prints for this. And if you're interested in that, I would love to know so that I have a basic idea of how many I should order. So if you could let me know, that would be great. So yes, I'll leave you to watch the last however long of the video. It looks like only a couple minutes. So remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!